What's up, guys? It is War Chief for the first time in the flesh. You are seeing me. I know my setup is a little ghetto. Got a little ghetto box over there holding up the It movie. This is temporary, okay? I just had to piece this together really quick. This video will start off emotional. You can skip it if you want and get straight to the story. But it would mean a lot to me if you stayed and listened, because this is important to me, so I'm gonna talk about it. Anyone who knows me knows that my dad meant the world to me. He was everything to me. He was my best friend. He was oftentimes the only person I had to talk to about things. My dad passed away in 2022. And I thought, being that it's Father's Day, no better way to launch this channel than with the beginning video being about him. So let's get into it. We grew up poor. We didn't have a lot of money. And I was always in the movies. I liked watching them. I liked going to the theater. But we didn't have the money to go to the theater all the time. So, in 2017, I started making it a point to go to the theater with my father, to spend more time with him. And this is when It Chapter 1 released. He was interested in the film. I was interested. I told him about it. He was interested because he greatly enjoyed the 1990 TV series movie It, starring Tim Curry. He was a big horror fan, got me into a lot of what I like. Side note. But so I tell him, hey dad, they're doing a remake of It, we should go see it. And he's like, yeah, okay, cool, you know, he's interested. So we go to our local Cinemark. We get in there, we buy our tickets, we buy our snacks, our food, our drinks, whatever. And we sit down, and I'm enthralled. We're like 30, 45 minutes in, I'm enthralled, I'm loving it. I look over to see my dad's reaction. He's asleep. And I'm trying to contain my laughter. I can contain it. I give him a little nudge. Dad. Dad. He's like, what? I'm like, you fell asleep. He's like, yeah, I know. So, I'm like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm alright. So we're watching. 15, 20 minutes again. Go by. I hear a slight snore. And at this point, I'm having trouble containing my laughter. Because I hear the snore and I know who it is. I look over, and my dad is asleep again. So, I crack a smile, and I nudge him again. I'm like, Dad, you fell asleep again. He's like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I'm just tired. And, you know, it goes on, the movie goes on. He falls asleep one more time. But he manages to catch the ending, which is important. At least he caught the ending. That's great. So, I loved it. We stay after the credits. We always stayed after the credits just in case something happened. And nothing happened, so we'll leave and we're getting in the car. I'm like, Dad, you fell asleep 3 times. He's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, Dad, how could you fall asleep? That movie was amazing. He was like, it was boring. I lose it. I'm like, what? How? You guys gotta keep in mind. Okay, listen to me. My dad worked as a projectionist in a theater in Detroit in the 80s, I believe it was the late 70s or early 80s, somewhere around there. This man has seen everything. Nothing to this point with movies surprises him or stuns him or really gives him a wow factor anymore because he's seen everything. He's lived through it all. So, it was just boring to him. It wasn't exciting because he's seen the worst. He's seen the gory. He's seen things as worst as Cannibal Holocaust. He's experienced worse in real life, but we're not gonna get into that. So, we go home. I had fun. It was a memory with my father. I always kept our movie tickets, and I started with that one, and I kept it. And I kept them in a little manila envelope, and I'm mad because I no longer have that envelope. I lost it when I moved. I forgot to grab it. I'm gonna say this. He'd probably kill me for telling the story, but I don't care. I wanted to tell it. It was funny to me, and it's a fond memory I have of my father. Dad, I love you. I miss you. Happy Father's Day. I hope you're having a blast up there. Till we meet again. This is War Chief, signing off. I will see you guys later.